Now, this is an intriguing one. A new Irish service has been launched, which is aimed at keeping your child safe whilst using their mobile phone. Is it an unnecessary product of an increasingly paranoid world, or a pragmatic way of parenting? Don Corbett is the CEO of Technologies, who make Mobiline Minder. He joins us now. Don, good morning. How are you today?
I'm very well, Tom. Thanks for having me on.
What is it? How does it work? Tell me more about it.
Sure. Well, Mobile Minder turns a children's phone into a personal safety device. Essentially, it's an application that is installed on a child's phone and is accessible to the parent's computer. It fundamentally does two things: keeps your child safe and gives the parent peace of mind.
So it's an app. So you're talking about a smartphone here.
It's an application. We prefer to actually categorise it as a service, a cloud service, because there's no interactivity on the phone bar a help.
Oh, right. So the child wouldn't see an actual app that they can switch on and off. That kind of thing isn't there. But by putting it on the phone, the parent, via their computer, is it?
Yeah.
Gets a whole range of controls. What kind of controls?
Well, in addition to combating cyberbullying and sexting through our flagged word text system, in relation to, let's say, a child receives a message with a particular word in it that may relate to sexting or cyberbullying, it'll be brought to the parent's attention.
Right.
We don't show all messages because we think that's too much of a potential invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
So it's more of an alert system for a parent for unnecessary dangers. We have a number of unique features, in particular location features. One is called geofencing. What geofencing is you can highlight a place on a map. When the child arrives in that location at a particular time or hasn't arrived, the parent will be notified. So for a real life example, it's coming into summer. Children are all over the place. Their routines change, but parents' routines don't change. They still require peace of mind. So with the geofencing feature, they can be alerted. They'll know that the child is where they are and that they're safe.
So you can be sitting at your computer, you can look at the computer and see my child is in the park as prearranged, or you can see they're in Johnny's house as prearranged.
Absolutely, but you'll actually get, Tom, you'll get notified through your email, straight to your mobile device that your child has arrived. And like in addition to that, Tom, we have a help me feature for the child. This is the only interactivity the child will have the application. If they get into any danger or need your assistance, they can just hit help me, and a text with a map to where they are will be sent to your phone, and you can go to their assistance.
God. It's James Bond stuff, really, isn't it?
I think it's leveraging technologies that were James Bond-esque to enhance child security.
If you and I had this conversation on radio 10 years ago, people would have said we were making it up. It's the leap in technology and what you can do is incredible.
Yeah.
Is it spying on your child?
I don't believe it is spying on your child. We talked to parents and we talked to students as well when we were developing the product. And we looked at other products in the market that may pertain to spying, and we highlighted a number of issues that parents were very concerned about. That was, is my child being bullied? Are they engaged in sexting? Because they're not going to tell me. If they're being bullied, like 1 in 10 only tell their parents, Tom, about bullying. So we thought, okay, let's create a system that has flagged text messages, just flagged word messages. We then looked at the location features and we thought, okay, parents normally ask their children, text me when you get there, call me when you get there. So by creating this geofencing feature, we increase the convenience of the system. It automates the whole thing really for the parent and the child.
I wonder, does it feed into the parents' paranoia with this? Because they'd be constantly wondering where the child is. Is there not a point with your child? What age are you talking about, roughly?
6 to 13. It depends on the parent.
I don't know when exactly, but is there a point when you start needing to trust them?
Absolutely. I think what Mobile Minder is about, it is about encouraging trust and communication between the parent and the child. Like, that's the reason why we don't show all communication. It's an alert system. Trust and communication are absolute key, and they're the fundamentals of any relationship, the foundation of any relationship.
But it's the trust. When do you start trusting a child to be able to look after themselves? That's a decision a parent has to make.
Absolutely.
And it's a vital decision, and any information you can get along the way to that. I think this sounds like a brilliant idea. I must admit, my gut reaction is to think this is a brilliant idea, and that the idea of spying on your child, to me, is not a bad idea. I think there are times when your kids need to be spied on, and I know a friend of mine who discovered.
I hate the word spying, Tom.
Well, it's just there are times when, by the nature of the devices your children have access to, they can be stumbling into a world that it would be better they didn't stumble into. For instance, pornography on website. That's a doddle, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, on Mobile Minder as well, you can see websites the child has viewed to ascertain whether they've viewed pornography or inappropriate content. That is a big thing at the moment, actually, among tweens, for want of a better word.
How easy that is to do is remarkable to say, by the way. And we were talking earlier about my kids playing with my iPad. They're able to go on stage and Google Five Little Ducks in 2 minutes. If they got one spelling mistake in that, they could be absolutely anywhere. It's the truth. Dom, what's the general reaction to it? Is it on the market? Is it?
It is, yeah. It's on the market. It's worldwide. As I said, it's an Irish company for a global problem, and we have users in the USA, to the UAE, and in Europe as well.
Very good. Dom, it sounds brilliant. To be totally honest with you. Thanks very much for dropping in. That is called, what's it called again? Mobile Minder.
Mobile Minder, and it's only 10 cents a day.
Brilliant. Money well spent. Dom, thank you very much indeed.